Hey everybody, Lucas here from AirTech Reviews, and today we're doing a video review on the Ion House Party speaker. Let's get right into the review. Alright, so before I get into the review, I just want to let you guys know, if you're wondering about the different lighting and the maybe a little bit different side stuff, that's because I recently moved, so that way the setup's a little bit different, but it shouldn't really affect anything. Sorry about the shadows and stuff over in this corner if you can see it at all. I'm going to be getting a light on the other side, so that way I won't be having that shadow. But anyways, getting into the review, like I said, this is the Ion House Party speaker. It's a pretty good sized speaker for $60. It's normally $80, but I picked it up at Walmart for $60. For a portable speaker, this is very, it's very large, but for a regular speaker, like a bookshelf speaker or any other type of speaker, it's pretty small. So that's just a heads up. There's a couple nitpicks I have with this speaker, but there's a bunch of really nice things about this speaker, and I'll kind of get into those in a second. But anyways, let me just show you the speaker. So pretty much, you got the main speaker right in here, and then you got two little woofers or subwoofers. I'm sorry, I can't remember what they are right now. But you got two little subwoofers, and then the main speaker right here. So it's got some bass to it. And up here you have a mic spot for, I think it was 6.35 millimeters. Sorry if that's wrong, but it's your basic older plug-in. Let me actually go grab one so I can show you guys. Alright, so this is the 6.35 millimeter plug-in. So it's like a little bit larger than your standard 3.5 millimeter. This is an adapter, by the way, so that's why I kind of have it. But anyways, so that fits right into here for a mic. So if you want to use a mic on this and you want to amplify your voice, you can using that, but you have to have this little adapter, or you have to have a mic with a 6.35 millimeter plug-in. But anyways, you got the mic control right here, mic volume up and down right here. It is Bluetooth, so that's a nice thing. It's up to 100 feet, at least that's what it says. And you disconnect it by clicking or holding this button, and then it pairs when you turn it on. You got the aux-in port right there for your standard 3.5 millimeter. You got the master volume, which it controls the volume of the music and the mic volume at the same time. You got the power light right here, and then you got three switches: off, party, and beat for this big dome right here. So I'll kind of show you guys that in a little bit. And let me just make sure. I want to make sure you guys can see that dome right there. It's a pretty nice big dome. By the way, this is a very bright dome, and it does light up a whole room really well. I was very surprised when I was testing it out last night, so it's surprisingly really nice. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But anyways, on the sides, there's nothing really too spectacular. It's just blank. On the back is the vents for the subwoofers, and then you got your on and off right here. And this is the one part I do not like about it. It has to be plugged into a wall or whatever, since it's DC in, so that's just a heads up. So if you want a portable speaker with a built-in battery, this is not the speaker for you. I was wondering why it was super light, because it is extremely light, and I was wondering why, and it turns out that it doesn't have any internal batteries, so you gotta have it plugged in all the time. So that's kind of a nitpick of mine, because I wanted to use it outside and just like around places, but it's like I can only keep it where there are outlets. But anyways, let me get into a sound test for you guys so you guys can see how well the sound is on this speaker. Alright, so I got it all connected with Bluetooth, and I have it all ready to go. So just a heads up, this is actually a very loud speaker for the size. I was very surprised. My phone's on half volume, so I'm not going to test it at max volume because it might piss off my entire neighborhood, because it's pretty loud. So I'll kind of show you guys the music volume, and then I'll do a mic volume test just so you guys can kind of hear how it is. But anyways, I'll do a quick test with this new song I got right here. So once again, this is only half volume on my phone. probably a good test right there, so you guys can kind of hear how it is. For the lights, I'll actually show you that. I'll restart the song, but I'll show you the lights. So heads up, these lights are very bright. I'll kind of angle my camera up a little bit so you can see them. So you got the house party. Look at that. Look at that light. It's insane. It lights up the entire room. It actually warns you not to look at the light inside the globe because it's super bright. It's insane. And I'll kind of have it facing up so you guys can see this. So it actually has it so it's party mode, so then it just kind of stays in one thing, or you can have it set on beat where it changes as the light changes, or as the music kind of changes. So I'll switch it on. I'll play this music again. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, but then you guys are going to see the party mode while it plays, and then you'll see the beat. This is on party mode. I'll switch it to beat now. That's a good test, but as you guys can see, the lights are really cool in this. Look how bright those are. Those are taking up my entire room right now. It's insane how well these lights are. But anyways, I'll kind of show you Mike now. Let me angle this down a little bit more. And then I'll turn the volume down a bit, and I'll turn off the lights to save us all a little bit of eyesight. Anyways, I'm going to test the mic out for you guys. So I got my 6.35 millimeter jack plugged into a 3.5 millimeter cord. So I got it plugged in right there. You guys should be able to hear it in a sec. So I'm going to turn up the volume. I don't know how well you guys can hear that. Let me see. You can hear me rubbing against it. Let me just flip my mic. Testing, testing, testing. So I don't know if you guys can hear that very well, but it is working pretty well. There we go. That might work a little better. It's a little loud, so I'm going to back up a little bit. But as you guys can hear, it does work pretty well for mic control. So if you guys are looking for a little small place to use for maybe like karaoke or something like that, you can definitely use that because the mic quality isn't that bad. I'm maybe about 5 feet away from my camera, so mainly just be the microphone. So just keep in mind that it'll also depend on what kind of microphone you're using and what kind or how much volume you're using, because you want to be careful because if it's really close, it's going to be really loud and really painful to your ears. So just a heads up. So I'm going to quickly unplug my mic so that way it doesn't kill all of our ears. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got for this speaker. I'll kind of get into my final thoughts in just a second. Alright, so overall this speaker is really fun to use. I'm not going to lie, this is so much fun to use. It's probably the most fun I've ever had with any speaker just because the light show is so intense. Like, I thought it wasn't going to be that like great because I'm like, it's a little small speaker with a little tiny globe. It's probably going to like maybe light up about up to 20 feet, but no, this is like bright throughout my entire room. This will definitely light up a party. That's why it's called the house party, because this will light up an entire house. It's insane. But the only couple nitpicks I have with it is that, first off, it has to be plugged in, which is a pain on my part because I want to take this to some events and I don't know if there's going to be outlets nearby, so that might just be a pain because it's going to be a huge event and I don't really have a booth or anything, so I'm not going to be able to just set this up at an outlet because like there could be easily 20-30 people trying to use that same outlet. So that's a nitpick for me because I need something that has its own batteries, so I might just go out and get myself a little mic and a little headset, so that way I can have it strapped to me and people can hear me better, or I can have another type of speaker set up. But other than that, it's very nice. As you guys heard, the mic is very loud, so people will be able to hear you pretty well. And just another heads up, this light, like I said, is super bright, so don't stare directly into it or else you might get some eye damage. But the volume's really loud and has amazing bass for the size, so that's impressive. And like I said, the light show is very impressive, especially with the beat. I do like it a lot. Like, it's on beat right now. If I had it set on party mode, it'll kind of be like just kind of flickering around, and it's kind of insane with no music on, so I like having it on this because that way it's a little bit more calm. But overall, fantastic little speaker. If you want to pick it up for like around 60 to 80 bucks, depending on where you pick it up, I definitely recommend it if you want to have this. If you're not looking for a portable speaker, if you're looking for a portable speaker, this is not the one for you. You should go find something else. But if you're looking for something that's going to be kind of like sitting still and you're going to have at house parties like it says, I definitely recommend you picking this up. But anyways, that's about it for this video, guys. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.